In today's video, we're checking out a great sounding and affordable compressor pedal from Caline. This is the Python Compressor. This does pretty much what a compressor should do. It will remove dynamics. If you want to use it like that, you can use it as a boost. You can do so much with these, and I'll showcase that throughout the video. You're about to hear this in the context of a jam track. Then we'll get over to some isolated tones, and I'll give you a full rundown of what each of the controls do. A huge thanks to Caline for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below. Here we go. Here's the pedal up close. Now we get four main controls. It's nice and simple. The level control is our output volume. The sustain control is how hard the compressor is actually working. The attack control controls how long it takes for the clamp of the compression to actually kick in. So if we have it this way, it's going to be instantaneous basically. If we have it the other way, it's going to take a little bit longer to kick in, which makes you feel like you're getting a much rounder and fuller note. The clipping control, from what I can tell, is basically an input stage gain. So if you turn this up, it's boosting the input signal to the compressor before it goes out into another pedal or amplifier. The power input is located on the top. We get side-mounted jacks, and as you supply power to it, this will light up. Compressors are most often used for funk, country music. You can also use them as a lead solo boost before and after a dirt pedal. So that's what I'll show you in the video, and then I'll explain a little bit about each of the functions as we get to that stage in the video. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick it off. I'm playing my Fender Telecaster. We're going into the clean channel of my Fender Blues Deluxe reissue amplifier. There's so many different ways you can use a compressor, but we're going to start with a funky, clean rhythm tone, and I'll talk about what it's doing to the sound as we go. This is my clean tone with the pedal off. Nice clean tone. Compressor on with basically everything close to 12 o'clock. Now what this is going to do is even out the rhythm tone. So even if I pick soft, it's going to bring that up. You're going to get a much more balanced sound. Here we go. Funk players love this kind of effect. Let's get over to some country tones. Up next, I want to show you some classic, clean country style licks. Now, I'm not a country player by any stretch of the imagination, but I have a Telecaster, so I'm half the way there, right? No. Anyway, I've cranked up the clipping stage on the pedal, which is the input gain. Also turned up the level, which will give us a louder signal with it on and off. Let's take a listen. And now with it off? I mean, that's not even close, right? Now when I dig in really hard, what's happening is it's actually bringing that volume down, and as I pick softer, or softer than normal, it will bring it back up, so it's giving us a really great balance between the dynamics of my playing. Let's try the compressor into an overdrive and try and use it as a lead boost. This is another way a lot of people like to use them. You can either use them before or after, but right now it's going into the Green Mamba overdrive, which is based on a tube screamer. This is just the overdrive. Compressor on. It's brought up the noise floor a little bit, but that's what compressors do. Compressor off. So you're going to hear a huge difference with it on and off. And now let's try the compressor after the overdrive. So this is going to take whatever I push into it and make it much louder, at least with the settings that I've got on there right now. Let's have a listen. It's a great pedal, that overdrive. Now with the Python on. Definitely get far more sustain with the compressor on than with it off, especially in this orientation. Let's talk about the attack control on the compressor. This is how long it takes before it starts to clamp down. With it all the way to the left, it's instantaneous basically, right? So as soon as I play, it's clamping down on the note, giving me less dynamics. Now, if I turn it this way, it's going to take just a little bit longer and the notes will sound a little bit fatter. Let's put it all the way up. So it sounds more open before it actually starts to clamp down. As I go this way again, have a listen to the difference. It takes a second or two to really start to clamp down with it all the way to the right. So you can run this however you like. Thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. I'm going to talk about how this feels to play, as well as my overall thoughts about it. So let's get this out of the way. This is an awesome value compressor. Absolutely. This range of pedals from Caline has been fantastic. I'll leave the full playlist up in the cards. This very heavily reminds me of my old Wampler compressor pedal. Similar controls, similar size. Actually, it's a little bit bigger. The controls are actually a little bit easier to get to on this, but it feels the same. So I have no complaints with it whatsoever. The only issue with compressor pedals inherently is if you're playing single coils, for example, and you've already got a lot of single coil buzz, this will amplify it. It's just inherent to all compressor pedals, which is why I played my Telecaster with those Danny Gatton pickups. They're noiseless. It's a lot more pleasant on the ear. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have an issue with buzz, this won't affect it. But just generally, as you bring up the quiet parts and sort of squish down the loud parts, and that's what a compressor's doing, it will give you more buzz if you've already got buzz. So just keep that in mind. It's not a fault of the pedal, it's just compressor pedals in general. Thanks again for watching. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below. Catch you soon. See ya.